Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Okay, so I am just testing to see if this is perfect. I hope it's perfect. Uh, I just did a live stream before this, so obviously, my audio might be messed up. I connected and reconnected my microphone USB cable. Now, I did do a previous video, but I did show something a bit risque. Might be messed up. I connected and reconnected my microphone USB cable. Now, I did do a previous video, but I did show something a bit risque. Might be messed
Okay,
up.
I will talk a bit louder.
Connected my microphone USB cable. Now, I will talk a bit louder, so maybe the microphone will pick it up. I am definitely sorry if the microphone sucks. I'll try my best to speak as loud as possible, but maintaining a cute voice. I hope it's cute, because sometimes my microphone does not record my cute voice properly. And plus, I have a sore throat, so it's going to be hurting a lot, so I might cough a lot, so I'm very sorry in advance. So, visual novels. I've been discussing this since the early times I started posting on this channel around 2019. I think it was May. Hold on. YouTube. Here we go. I think it was around May 2019 when I actually officially finally discussed a visual novel concept. Now, that long, right? I know. The visual novel was called Flowers Are the Beauty. And of course, even though I was going to make that my first visual novel, I kept going back and forth on thinking maybe I should not make it a visual novel. Maybe I should. So much of conflicting thoughts. Finally, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna stick with making it a visual novel, and try not to make it so complicated. You know, it wasn't supposed to be so complicated. I kept trying to make it complicated, and I think many of you may know this by now that I'm a very complicated person. I always want to make my ideas very complicated, and I feel like that's not really the case for every game. Not everything needs to be complicated. Not everything needs to be 100% complicated to be fun. I'm going to keep it simple as possible. Now, of course, I'm going to find that old video. I'm going to find that really old video. Now, it's not available over here because you got to scroll and look for it. Okay. So I have a lot of videos to look for. As you can see, we have so much of content and content and content. So much content. Okay, processing abandoned. Okay. There will be times where I'm trying to upload videos. This happened last year specifically, and even 2020, where I would try and post a video, and then all of a sudden, the video would have issues. So I had to re-upload them. You know, this was last year. It's time to go into 2020. The big 2020. Okay, so let's discuss my game. This was last year. 97. Okay, 11, 12, 2,964 more trans characters. Okay, 136. This was a privated video because I did use a PSP emulator. So obviously, I was a bit worried because Capcom did have they did have a new, what do you call it? Um, New guidelines. Okay, rant on cancel culture. Okay, 57 views. this was privated as well. Okay, okay, as you can see, getting a pet. Should I get a bunny? Just last weekend, I went to the pet store and I saw these cute little bunnies with red eyes and white fur. This is the time when I was talking about the elections, guys. The elections. I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but I was so obsessed about it. I needed to talk to someone about it. I needed people to talk to, and I guess my channel was perfect. It was so crazy. We have some private videos I never even posted. Uh, we'll delete soon. Okay. Here we go. Male to female. Male to female hottie. What does that even mean? I can't remember. I can't remember. Now, this one was my favorite male to female ever, the Monster Hunter one. Okay. I privated a lot of these. So we have September. September. A lot of private videos. So much, actually. What I learned this year. Okay. Dang, I posted a lot of videos in 2020. We go to July. We go to. Okay, a lot of deleted videos. Okay. Well, not deleted, privated. Privated. Rain. We're now getting to June. June 1st. My birthday. Okay, this was fun. That was a fun video. Yeah, it has a lot of likes. Okay, we keep going and going. Now we're on April. This was like the beginning weeks of the lockdown, and remember those days? Remember those days when we thought the lockdown wasn't gonna be so long? Remember those days? Remember those days? I remember those. I remember those days very well. I just want to show you that video because I want to find the exact date when I started to work on those visual novels. Now we're going on February. Uh, okay. But while I scroll, I just want to say a couple of things. First things first is, when it came to Flowers Are the Beauty, I wanted to make this, like for a while, I wanted to make this series a very long series full with like 34 games. Yes, I said that correctly. 34 games. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I said it. 34 games. Sounds like a lot, but then I realized, you know what? Let's trim it down to 9 games. And then I thought, you know what? That's silly. Let's just put all those 9 games into individual volumes and shove them in one major game. And that's amazing. Just a couple days ago, I was discussing certain things, and as I was discussing certain things on a live stream, I kept talking about different items and different stuff I want to put in my visual novel. But then I realized that I don't want to make my visual novel so complicated. There's no need for that. I don't want to make it so complicated. Now, me thinking of making it complicated made me want to make my visual novel into a different format because it felt like I should have just made a different use a different format. But no, I'm sticking with visual novels. I'm going to make it simple as possible, but not super simple. I promise this. Y'all gonna get this, okay? We're on July. Winter is here, becoming more feminine. Oh my goodness. Remember this? Oh my goodness. Oh my goody two shoes. Oh my goody two shoes. Okay, at the end we'll react to some of the videos. I did that last time, but hey, we have. You know, I was basically talking about so much of people. The epic glitch. Remember that video? Remember that? Remember that? Oh, I love that. I remember recording that. The craziest part about that was I remember distinctly recording um, that video. It was on a Sunday, I guess, uh, close to afternoon, and I saw the glitch and I just pulled up my mini tab. Okay, a little rant. This was where I was very disappointed in my cinema. When I went to the cinema, I got so annoyed by these teenagers. They kept talking. Mm, overeating. Uh, my little problem when I found out I was trans. This has a lot of views. Uh, my ideal girlfriend. Copyright claim. I have a copyright claim. Okay, it's not really copyright strikes by any means necessary. Okay. Where did I actually announce it? I remember announcing it around May, I think. Hopefully it was May. Um, okay, I don't think so. I don't think it was May. Maybe June. Okay, so this video almost has 100 views. 29,000, 80,000, 20,000. That's amazing. So I want to do more of those type of videos, but it's very difficult. Uh, yes, I play games. Cami Montoya, Eden the doll. Oh yeah, wow, I remember these days. My plans. Remember when I had all my photography plans and crafting plans? I really miss those days when I was just so simple and I. Oh, here we go. June, 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 June. Uh. Oh no no, it was May. It was May. It was May after all. It was May. Oh my goody two shoes. It was May. It's almost gonna be a full year and I have not delivered a visual novel. It's been a full year. Almost. After March it is 10th March. After March comes April, then May. I can get the visual novel ready. I don't think so. To make that much drawings during a span of literally 2 months. No, I can't do it. I can promise it this year, but I cannot promise it right now. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. Ooh, I remember. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video in between. As you can see, I'm using Mobizen, a screen recorder that I've been using since 2016. I've used that screen recorder since 2016, since I was a kid. Since I was a teenager, I basically used that screen recorder. I remember making tons of videos on that with that screen recorder. Those were the days. This was basically my screen at the time. Look at the image. Oh, I miss this image so much. I miss this image so much. I had what's this? Seven. This was a visual novel. Um, we have all the apps. Kick. We had ArtFlow, Chrome, Firefox. I used to use Firefox um for listening to subliminals. PSP emulator, Facebook Lite music. Oh, I missed it so much. Now, if you don't know what happened to my tablet, my big tablet, it does work. It's just that yes, there were certain issues with the battery. It would just randomly go off if it gets too much heated. But the problem I mentioned this a billion times. But if you're new to the channel, you won't know that my big tablet, which I filmed this video on, my big tablet, has had button issues. The power button and volume buttons got smashed so much because I kept trying to put them on so much, you know. And back in 2020, back in 2020, I remember I destroyed my power button because I tried to press it on so much, so hard that it actually got stuck and jammed. So I had to keep it on for an entire year. It took an entire year to keep it on, and then it went off with 1% battery left. It was really insane. It was really insane. Um, I kept it on for so long because normally it would have overheated. We have DLive. Remember DLive? DLive, Power Director, Reddit. I used to use Reddit sometime. MyLol, Spotterfriend. I used to use it before that. I used to use those apps before 2019. Okay. This was not my image. I love how I barely say a thing on the video. I just say, I'm going to make a visual novel. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. Read pinned comment for more info. Basically, it's not really smiley face. It's more of a laughing and blushing face. Let's read the pinned comments. Hello, everyone. Hey, everyone. So I'm deciding to create some visual novels. I've got these two visual novel makers, and they are easy to use. Now, I have to eat those words because this visual novel maker, this video, it only works. It only works if you have a program, and the program was not free. And the other one, I guess, I guess the other one was this. This. The problem was it was very simple. It was just basically make simple visual novels. I don't use any of those now. I use Ren'Py, which is much more detailed. It's on a laptop or PC, but obviously it's free, so you can make a lot of visual novels, charge them with whatever, and hey, have fun. I'll update you guys on the progress on it. Okay, I need to write a storyboard and draw characters and backgrounds for the visual novel. Yeah, let's see the replies to that. I don't think I responded so much. Okay, I did respond. Let's see. Oh, I did. I'm very much excited to read them once they're finished. Okay, I put in a lot of effort. When it comes to the story wise, yes, I put in a lot of effort. When it comes to working and making the visual novel, I have not put in that much effort. But the story has enough of effort. Totally into anything you do, Sweetness, for real. Wow, like, I remember how excited I was. And there was one day where I just filmed my laptop. I just showed you guys the video. I think it was this one. So I'm just gonna keep my visual novel simple. No rerouting it to make it something very difficult. There's no need to do that. I mentioned a couple of items I want to add in the visual novel. I don't think I can add so much. Maybe they can just be there, but without you choosing anything, you know? Because that'll take a lot of coding experience, and I don't have that much. Now, the visual novels and all my pieces of work, even my books, they are all going to be they're all going to be for my company that I'm co-creating. It's not going to be on behalf of me. It's going to be on behalf of the company. So I'm just stating that, you know. Now I need to, basically log into the company and edit certain stuff because I do have a company account. I also have a clip account for that same company. Basically, I would share extra clips. The problem is I need the problem with that is it's on my that channel is on my big tablet, and as I said, I can't put it on anymore. It's been a year since I put it on. It does work when I charge it. You know, it does say 100%, but I can't put it on. I cannot put it on. Okay, I remember. Okay, yeah, wait, this is it. This is it. Okay. Okay. Now all I can discuss for now, English is a script. I can't really discuss the story now, but I will in the next video. Did I do that? I don't know. Okay, what's this? I remember this. I remember this. I love the music. Okay. Choices that are numbered. As you can see, okay. The quality of this video, holy crap. 720. I want to read what's on my screen. I still have those, by the way. I saved it on a USB, which I'm holding right now. I'm holding the USB right now. Okay. Squirt some of your poison onto his wounds. Okay. Stab him in his wounds. Use Skybreak. Oh my goodness. Basically, I made separate techniques for different characters. Skybreaker, I think, was a specific technique. I forgot what it was about. Holy crap! I hope I can find a description. I hope I can find a description for Skybreaker because I'm getting the memories back just a little bit. You strike him 4 times. Okay. Skybreaker. Poison. Okay, no. Stab him in his wounds. Skybreaker. I think that's for my main character. 5.1.1 is for my secondary character. But now the way I wrote it was basically on a separate script. I wrote all the choices and I numbered them, and then I put the numbers down. I put the numbers down, and the numbers are basically as you can read over here, the numbers are basically the outcome, you know? So, for example, if you chose 6.1.2, he dies brutally, you take his sword. Okay. You get hurt, you block his moves and use Skybreaker, which hurts him. You get hurt, okay. The script and the outcomes of the choices you choose. Oh, what did I do? I didn't press anything, okay? Hopefully I didn't stop any stream. Okay, I remember this. Basically, that's earlier on in the game. But since that specific script is going to become volume 4 of my visual novel, there's going to be 9 volumes. Each one of them is going to have a major villain. And obviously, all 9 volumes is going to be in one big visual novel. A lot of work to do, you know. Don't forget, a lot of secondary characters will also have a lot of stories to tell. Okay. Any comments? I don't think so. I do not think any comments. I don't think so. But basically, I think that's a perfect way of working because I don't have to see my script full of nonsense. Uh, okay. I thought I scheduled this for tomorrow. Oh well, it's posted. Can't do anything about that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Flowers are the beauty. It sounds nice. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Um. Anyways. So, I plan on making flowers are the beauty this year. Now, what will flowers are the beauty require? Let me pop up WordPad so you can understand what I'm talking about. Uh, WordPad. Okay. Currently, I'm working on like a lot of books right now, so I can't really immediately start with the visual novels. I have done a couple of planning, like drawing maps and drawing not that type of map, but drawing like the maps you use to guide yourself. Yeah, those maps. Basically, as you can see, I'm gonna put 22. Okay. Now it's stuck. While it loads, let me get some water. Alright then, I'm back. I'm back. Did you miss me? Okay. So now it's time to talk about what's needed for my visual novel. Now, it is going to consist of 9 volumes. I'm calling it volumes because I'm not going to call it chapters, because in between each volume will have uh uh basically a breakdown. So basically, volume 1 will break down into a couple of chapters because it makes sense. It's best to keep it neatened up. Breakdown. Now, obviously, that means if a character is, starting a new story, starting a new uh wait, okay, no, basically starting a new problem, maybe they're facing a new problem, or basically new adventure. So on their journey, in each chapter, you know, the chapters are supposed to break down by ideas. It's supposed to break down by a lot of things, actually. So yeah, um, not just you know keep it random, but you got to make sure it's broken down very very properly. Now we move on. We also have within those 9 volumes, each volume will consist of, yes, that's right, ladies and gents, DLCs. I think I have mentioned this in the past. I think I have mentioned this in the past. But basically, downloadable content to give more characters, more secondary characters, and maybe a couple of villains backstories, or basically, you know, to cover stories that's happening like currently, you know, but just in their own eyes, you know. What else? I guess that's basically it. So, I plan a lot of DLCs. Now, the main issue is whether I should release my DLCs then or just like wait after that and release little by little. I think that's better to release them little by little. I can just, update the game every time. Uh, so that's perfect. That's perfect. Because if I'm gonna work on 9 volumes, a lot of drawing, a lot of choices and stuff like that, then I have to basically also have to work with this. I think I should just work with maybe one DLC and put it in the game. So obviously, when it comes to the menu design. So when it comes to the menu design, basically, when it comes to menu design, I guess what you need is obviously the story mode, and within those story, breakdown of volumes. So basically, you can choose from different volumes to start on. So let's just say you want to restart the game, or you want to have a different save, but this time you don't want to go through the entire story again. You don't want to do that because I want to point out something. Every volume will not have a outcome. So let's just say you do a major decision in volume 1. That's not going to make a big impact in volume 2. Okay, it's only going to impact the game itself, the volume itself, not in other volumes. So you're totally fine with starting in any volume. And even further than that, you can choose what chapter you want to go with, But I feel like, I don't know. I have to work on that because since you can choose any chapter, that means a lot of choices will be chosen by default, a lot of default choices, you know? I don't know. I don't know if I can even allow you all to even have chapters to choose from, but we'll just see. We'll see. Because sometimes chapter 1 you might make a big decision and it might impact you in chapter 4. So obviously maybe certain chapters you won't be able to choose. unless it's there's no big repercussions. Or maybe there might be a default. Okay, I don't know. Um, so DLCs, I guess we can work with that later. So after that, we'll need um a gallery mode. No, 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 no. DLC. What happened? You need a DLC version, a DLC mode, which consists of obviously the different chapters. They'll be basically divided into different chapters. Okay, no, in different volumes. So you know where to find them. Um, we'll get updated. Okay, so that's it. Then we also have gallery because there's a lot of images, a lot of artwork, a lot of music I can just put on for the gallery. Music, pictures. I like to have a separate page where it's about character info. Discusses many characters, world building info. Now, this will not tell you the entire story because I do plan on a prequel for certain characters, so you're not going to get everything. So after that, you're obviously going to get world building info, such as like maybe weapons, uh, basically maybe some miscellaneous stuff, certain information that's not so important. But maybe you want to look into it. We also will have possibly like okay, kingdoms, villages, and previous battles will be told. We then have what else? We then have monster. Okay, no, no, no. Okay, yeah, monster slash animal list. Now, I do plan to have a lot of animals in the game, so you can basically, uh, hunt them and gain stuff from them. So basically, you basically have um, like just the list of monsters you collected, you hunted. So once you hunt a monster for the first time, I don't know if I can actually do it. I'm sure I can do it. I'm sure I can do it because same with the gallery. Like, if you unlock a certain picture, it'll tell you you unlocked a picture. Only if you choose a certain choice or something like that, then you can unlock a certain picture. Unless you choose a certain choice, you won't unlock the picture. So basically, same with the monsters. Unless you fight a monster, then you can get the image. Okay, list of use. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Then it comes down to what else? Armor. Now in the game, here's something I want to point out. Here's something I want to point out. I don't know. I don't know if I can make the character change the armor quickly as possible. For example, hear me out, hear me out. There's gonna be individual drawings all over, a lot of individual drawings. And for me to, take that same drawing and then draw armor over it, it's gonna be ridiculous. basically what the game will say is that you're wearing the armor, but when it shows you the images, you won't really be wearing the armor, but you're still wearing the armor. The game will know you're wearing the armor, but personally, on the images, you won't see it. So I just want to point it out because it's going to be very difficult. I would love to try, but then I have to limit the armor. Basically, I have like 10 armor sets for every character. So you can view characters in armor. So I'm still deciding whether I should draw, like, for example, you choose to change into a different armor set. I'm still deciding whether I should actually, put that on as an option. Or, well, I'm gonna put it on as an option, but should I draw it individually on every image? And let's just say you don't choose to choose any armor. Then what should I do? you know, uh, basically, it's like you have to draw so much. Basically, I can just outline certain things, or maybe the armor can give different choices. That's interesting. Maybe I can, give different choices instead for different armor. That sounds fun. But you can't wear every single armor all the time. Okay. So here's the thing about the armor. When it comes to the story, you'll find armor, you can craft armor, but the problem is that if I'm going to draw them individually on the character, if I'm going to draw them individually on the character, that means that when it comes to certain options, like let's just say you're fighting a monster and you have 10 armor sets. However, since the monster is a fire monster, you can only choose between your two water armor. Does that sound fun? Because I can't let you choose all 10 or let you choose from any of the 10 because that'll just be too much. It should limit you down to what armor you actually have, you know? I think that'll be much better. But obviously I'll still let I'll still let this option come up on the menu. What else? Um Settings. Now in settings, you normally get your volume when it comes to and sound settings. What else? Um, what else? I don't know. I really don't know what else will added, but maybe okay, I don't know. I don't really know how much settings you can throw into that, but that's it. Then we can have I think this is perfect for a menu. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this specific video. Now, when it comes to Flowers Are the Beauty, I cannot get it done but before June. That's still too long. I guess I can get it done before the end of the year instead. I can work little by little, and then once I'm done at least working with one book, I can quickly work on the visual novel because I have a lot of drawings to do. Okay, let me do some drawings first for my book, and then I'll start doing a lot of heavy drawings for the characters. Anyways, have an amazing day. Hope you all have a wonderful day. I did 3 live streams today.